What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear in his alpha suit from Disney Pixar's Lightyear. And so here we have the SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories. Buzz Lightyear does come with two different head sculpts. We do get the uncowled head, which looks really nice. He is smirking. Then we get a more determined cowled head. He also does come with several sets of hands. We do get a pair of fists, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of grip hands, and then a pair of pointer finger hands. Buzz also does come with an array of accessories that you can put on him. He does come with his dome, which does go over the cowled head really nicely. We do get his gauntlet laser blaster, which looks really nice. He does come with the Rascal Blaster, which fits in his grip hands really nicely, and it does come with parts that you can have it holstered on his side. He does come with a bladed weapon, which again fits in his grip hands, and that too comes with a display piece where you can have it on his back. He then comes with a jetpack, which does peg onto the figure's back really nicely, and that comes with two sets of wings. We get the closed configuration, and then we get the open configuration. Other than that, Buzz Lightyear doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at Buzz Lightyear. And so here we have a closer look at Buzz Lightyear. Now this is his design from the Lightyear movie, which I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't seen. I had no intentions to see it. It really didn't appeal to me and it didn't look good. And needless to say, my fears were found when my friends were telling me that it's not as good as it could have been. But this figure actually is really impressive. I do like the way he came out. I do like the fact that he does come with two different head sculpts. We do have his smirking uncowled head, and then we do have a more determined cowled head, which I think that's really nice that they were able to do that. Really do like the figures, alternate heads, and those look really nice. Does it look like Chris Evans? No, not at all, but it does look like Buzz Lightyear, which that is what I'm really happy about. I don't know how I feel about the more realistic look for Buzz Lightyear, but in action figure form, it does come off really, really nice. I do like the blue eyes, his brown hair looks really good, and I do like the inner workings of his spacesuit right here. This is of course the Alpha suit, which I'm really glad that they only made this one, because I think this is the one that I would have gone with to begin with, and really happy that I do have it in hand. Really do like the sculpt in his hair. It's a little bit soft, but then again it was like that in the movie as well. Having a look at the suit, it is what you would expect Buzz Lightyear to look like, although they took some liberties in the costume. For starters, it's more realistic and has more features that you wouldn't find on the toy Buzz Lightyear. I do like that it does carry over the Lightyear name tag right here. This of course for his wings with the Toy Story version, and then his little voice clips were right here. I do like the way the figure looks. It's a really nice look, and you can see the 01 right there for the Space Rangers. I do like the fact that the gauntlet is separate from his actual Alpha suit. It's one of those things that made sense to me. I do like the color scheme on it. It's this really nice white with green, and then we have some grays involved. They did a really good job just making it look like Buzz Lightyear, the action figure, and I really do like the look. You can see the Space Rangers insignia right there. I do like his shoulder pads. Unfortunately, his gauntlet here doesn't open up to flip for the communicator. That would have been really nice to see on this figure. Do like the gloves right here. Again, they carry over that green and purple motif. Really do like his torso right here, how it is segmented, and like I said, it's a more realistic take on Buzz Lightyear. I do like his belt right here, which goes all the way around to the back. I like the fact that it looks and feels like a space suit. They really did capture that really nicely. And then we do have this little compartment right there where you can take that off and then have him holstering the Rascal Blaster. Then we do have some more logos right here, maybe some warnings. I do like the knee pads, and I like his flight suit underneath. That's a really nice look. Then we have these really bulky feet, which again, if you're in space, you're probably going to need bulky feet just to like land on certain surfaces. So I do like the creative liberties they took with it, just wasn't a fan of the movie in general. But Buzz Lightyear here has some really nice detail, and even on the bottom of his feet they were able to detail him really good. So overall, the detailing on this figure is spectacular. There's a lot of good detail here, especially on his suit. You can see the straps right here. And one thing I do like is that a lot of the interchangeable parts are well hidden. Like, it's panel lined right here on this side. Right here, this pops off so you can attach the attachment for his bladed weapon, and then this pops off too, but you wouldn't think that it would, because it all looks flush to the sculpt. I mean, this doesn't pop off, but this one does. I mean, you can see a little tab, but if you weren't looking for it, yeah, you would never see it. So I do like that. Overall, the engineering on this figure, design-wise, is very good, and Bandai did an absolutely great job with his overall look. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Buzz posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Buzz Lightyear posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. And for one final comparison, here we have Buzz Lightyear posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's have a look at Buzz Lightyear's articulation, and that's one area where I think this figure excels at. As far as articulation, he does have a double ball joint here at the head, which does let him look up and down significantly. He does have some really good head tilt, and left and right rotation is no problem. Then we do have a second ball joint here at the base of his neck, which allows him to look up even further. He can look down even further despite having this bulky suit. We get some really good range here in the head, so I do like that. His arms are on ball joints, so they do pivot up and down, forward and back a little bit. But then he also has these butterfly joints where they do hinge out like that, so really do like the fact that his arm can actually cross his big suit. Let's see if I can bring it over. Yeah, that's about as far as his arm goes, but for as bulky as his suit is, that's really impressive. I do like that. His shoulder pad here is on a hinge. As you can see, it does move as you need it to, so it will get out of the way as you articulate his arm, so I really do like that. And again, because it is on a ball joint, you can pivot the arm up and down. Rotating the arm is no problem. It goes all the way around. He does have a very nice bicep swivel hidden underneath his shoulder right here, so I do like that. Double bend here in the elbow gives him really good range past 90 degrees. Then he does have your standard SH Figuarts ball hinge right here, which does allow for up and down and all the way around good movement in the hand, and then of course it rotates. Yeah, that's one issue I do have with mine, is that the left arm just kind of pops off once in a while. It's not broken, it's just pegs in. It's just something that you need to be careful with. It's just the engineering on mine might be faulty, but yeah, it doesn't fall off just by messing with it. As you can see, it's pretty much stuck in there now. As far as his abdomen goes, he has a ball joint here in the torso, which does let him lean back, and he crunches forward really nicely. Now, one problem is that this figure does get kind of gappy, so you do have to watch how you have them displayed. But we do have some pivot, some rotation, so I do like that. Then we have a second ball joint here at the waist, which does let him lean back only to about that far, which is pretty decent. But crunching forward, yeah, look at that crunch. That is impressive. And then of course it does rotate very nicely. Legs do kick forward to about right there, which is pretty good. Kicks back only to about right there. Out to the side, no problem. You can see he gets some pretty high kicks, that's really impressive for as bulky as his armor is. I do want to say there's another ball joint here in the leg. As you can see, it does pivot side to side, forward and back, so there might be a ball joint here, which that's a really good move. And then he does have rotation here at the thigh. We get double bend at the knee, which is very impressive for as bulky as he is. That's some pretty good range, so I do like that. He does have a ball joint here at the ankle, which does move forward and back, and it is on a hinge, so you guys can see his foot does hinge forward. goes back, and then it also has a second hinge which allows for forward and back movement, side to side, no problem. And then it has a sideways swivel, so that works really nice. And then we do have a toe hinge, which again, that works for despite how big and bulky his feet are. So overall, this is a very impressive figure in terms of articulation. I do like that they were able to incorporate so much, and you can get him in some really nice poses, and I really do like that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Buzz posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the SH Figuarts Buzz Lightyear from Lightyear pose for my final thoughts. And overall, I might not have enjoyed the movie as much as I thought I would, but I really enjoyed this figure. This is a really well crafted figure, and as much of the flack as I give Figuarts nowadays for not including too much, I think this figure comes with everything you would need, with the exception of one thing. I think the faces should have been interchangeable between the cowled head and the uncowled head. That way you could have each expression on either head that you wanted. The way they have it configured, he can only have the serious look with the cowled head and then the smirking look with the uncowled head, which I think it was a missed opportunity that the faces aren't interchangeable. That's one thing I think they should have done differently. But overall, the engineering on this figure is very well done. He can pretty much store all his accessories on him, which I do like. You might have to like forego one accessory for another, but like I said, he pretty much stores everything that you would want him to store. I think the weapons that he comes with are fantastic. I think the amount of hands is right. Overall, I have to give this figure a passing grade. I might not have liked the movie, but this is definitely a very well made figure, and I gotta give Bandai props on this one particular figure because they did an absolutely astonishing job on him. So well done, Bandai, in giving us this Buzz Lightyear figure. Overall, if you guys are a fan of the Lightyear movie or just want a really awesome Buzz Lightyear in your collection, this is a really nice figure to get. He captures the essence of Buzz Lightyear very well, and I feel like for a modern take, it looks and moves impressive. So yeah, a very impressive figure by Bandai and Tamashii Nation. So kudos to them for giving us this really nice figure. The downside to this figure is that he is very pricey for as little as he comes with. They are charging an upwards of $100 for this Buzz Lightyear. Do I see $100 in this figure? Not really. Maybe $70 at the most. That's how much I would be willing to pay for him. Because overall, he pretty much comes with your basic Bandai accessories, which are several sets of hands, 2 head sculpts, and very few other accessories. What he comes with isn't $100 worth, but I can see the appeal. It's a licensed figure. They have to get their money back somehow, and the licensing for Disney products is pretty high, so I do understand the logistics and legality of it, but yeah, it's a kind of pricey figure. If you guys do pick him up, you're not going to be disappointed with Buzz Lightyear. I am thoroughly impressed with how good he is, so if you want to pick him up, you're going to have to shell out $100, but I think the figure is really well done. If you can get him on sale, definitely get him on sale for anything cheaper than $100. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other SH Figuarts videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.